Windows open, sun feels new. No reflection to review. No rewind, no reset. Just the tone I haven't met. Fresh angle, open frame. Nothing yet that feels the same. Fresh angle, let it show where the rhythm wants to go. Steps fall light across the floor. I don't move the way before. Every turn and just the pace leaves a mark without a trace. No direction locked in place. Let the shift redefine space. Fresh angle, open frame, open frame. Nothing yet that feels the same. Fresh angle, let it show where the rhythm wants to go. Windows wide, the city hums. Nothing masked for what comes next. I don't measure what has changed. Let it song before its name. If the balance tips ahead, I don't pull it back instead. What feels new begins to work when I don't resist the curve. Checks without a sign. Nothing sharp to realign. I don't hurry what arrives. Let it settle in its time. Every move begins to fit when I don't insist on it. Shadows stretch across the floor. Nothing pulls me forward more. I don't check the reason right. Let the moment organize. Every move begins to fit when I don't insist on it. Explosive in a way, no instruction left to say. What connects is barely clear, more like motion than an idea. Everything aligns enough when I don't apply the push. If the balance shifts its tone, I don't rush to call it wrong. What adjusts without command finds a calmer way to land. Nothing planned, nothing taught. I don't wait for cues to land. Like the body understand. Breath moves first, the words follow. Sound decides the shape tomorrow. Corners pass without a pause. Every shift ignores the cause. I don't label where I'm going. Motion works by simply moving. Breath moves first, the words follow. Sound decides the shape tomorrow. Time compresses, opens wide. I don't track it while inside. What I feel before I speak often lands more clean and clear. If the rhythm needs to wait, I don't pull it back to say what it needs or where it goes. That it worked before it knows. Quiet forward, moving on. disappears without a message. Often think the moment best. Let it pass. Let it pass. No warning, just sound. No warning, just sound. Let it pass. I don't take the direct line. I don't aim to save the time. Every turn delays the point, but it keeps the motion open. I don't rush to reach the end. Let the path extend again. What appears along the way matters more than where I stay. If it takes a little longer, I don't mind the extra space. What unfolds without a shortcut often fits the pace I take. Not in a hurry, not in a hurry, not in a race. Every delay finds its place. Not in a hurry, not in a race. Every delay finds its place. If it takes a little longer, I don't mind the extra space. What unfolds but got a shortcut learns to move at its own rate. Learns to move at its own rate. Long way around, that's fine. Long way around. I don't mirror what I see. Let the edges stay with me. Nothing sharp enough to pull. Everything remains in view. No close-up, no disguise. Let it open wider now. Wide focus. Let it move. Wide focus. Nothing to prove. Frames expand across the sound. No fixed center to be found. I don't chase a single line. Let the rhythm reorganize. No close-up, no disguise. Let it open wide and now. Wide focus. Wide focus. Let it move. Wide focus. Wide focus. Nothing to prove. It's the exercise to play. I don't try to make it fun. What feels right begins to work when I know that you should curve. Wide focus. Open view. Wide focus. Let it through. Wide focus. Nothing to prove. Wide focus. Sound moves first, I follow late. Nothing fixed, nothing straight. No center, no line. Drift forward out of time. No center, no line. Drift forward out of time. If it drifts without a center, I don't try to cool it back. What unfolds without intention finds a rhythm in the slack. Let it widen, let it bend. Nothing waits at the end. check the angle. Words arrive before the thought. Every phrase keeps leaning forward, never stopping where it drives. Conversation with the rhythm, no conclusion in the tone. I don't frame it like a message, just emotion being thrown. Nothing clean, every sentence cuts between. If it bends, I let it bend. Forward talk, not how it ends. Keep it moving, keep it moving. I don't edit every sound, let it track and come around. What I miss becomes the part that applies the cushion more. If I slow it down so much, the rhythm slips out of touch. So I write it as it runs till a sentence comes undone. Nothing enters on the count. I arrive when others don't. Late enough to fill the gap. Early in love, not to miss. I don't need a perfect start. Every offset leaves a mark. All begins outside the frame of demands more clean than vain. Wait a moment, wait a moment. If I step in after silence, the rhythm bends to make it fit. What arrives without announcement finds a place inside the shift. Not on time, not behind, just aligned in our way. Not on time, not behind, just aligned in our way. Lake and tree, change the pressure, change the shape without a sign. Nothing flashes, nothing loud. I don't need to scan the crowd. Would arise without a push. Cuts through air precise enough. No confusion, no delay. Clear signal coming through. Clear signal, nothing to prove. I don't chase a higher gain. Every tone stays in its lane. What connects doesn't insist. It exists because it fits. No confusion, no delay. Clear signal coming through. Clear signal, nothing to prove. If the noise begins to rise, I don't listen to every sign. Where remains and things I do is often tell the truth in you. Clear signal, open line. Clear signal, right on time. Clear signal coming through. Clear signal, clear signal. Yeah. I don't answer when it rings. Let it pass before it lands. Every pause adjusts the tone, gives a signal time to bend. Nothing urgent in the air, no instruction to respond. If it waits without a sound, it aligns the moment more. I don't rush a single word, let it form before it's heard. Conversations slow their pace when I leave a little space. What I don't return right now often reads more clear somehow. I don't rush a single word, let it land before it turns. If the reply comes later, it arrives with less weight. What is sent without pressure finds a cleaner shape. Not ignored, I don't grip the offset now. Let it settle in its place. Moments slide a little wide, not enough to break the pace. What it keeps the perfect grade, often keeps the rhythm clean. Out of place, just enough to stay open. Distance grows but doesn't pull. Nothing here is out of reach. Out of force the timing back. Let it breathe before it speaks. Out of sync, just enough to stay loose. Lift the tiny shifts the pressure. I don't try to close the gap. Would rise a little sideways, finds a balance in the slack. Every offset leaves a track. Not the light, not exact. Every offset leaves a track. Small distances between the beats change the feel without demand. Street light caught your shoulder. Nothing landed where it should. The sound kept moving lower. Cups half full along the bar. Someone laughed too late. I stepped back into the room, missed a moment by a beat. Your phone lit up and went dark. I watched it from the side. No signal passed between us, just the noise outside. Not a question, not a sign. Words stay close to the mouth, never cross the air. We stood there longer than planned, like nothing needed care. If something changed, it wasn't loud, no clear edge to mark it out. Just a shift in how we stood, just a step misunderstood. Half smile, long time, stayed a while. Side glance, half smile, long time, stayed a while. Live stream board still warm. Someone's coat on the rail. Numbers blinked then froze. The air smelled like rain. You stood one step behind. Shoes turned toward the edge. The speaker cracked a name that didn't sound like ours. A paper cup rolled once, stopped near the yellow line. I watched it without moving. You check the time. Red light, low hum, low hum. Door slid almost closed. Someone laughed inside. I caught your reflection in the glass beside. Nothing signals change. Matthew asked us to decide. Just the space between the steps, just the way that didn't end. Make our phone go for no wave, no crawl. Make our phone go for no wave, no crawl. Door still open halfway, shoes facing the wrong wall. A note under the glass, not written to anyone. Taxi lights passed twice, same corner, different night. Your jacket on the chair, I didn't move it. Music from another room paced through the floor. Someone said your name, I kept walking. No echo, no sound. Morning came uneven, curtains stayed drawn. The street looked familiar, nothing else did. Things came back with just stayed the same. Time folded in on itself, didn't leave a trace. Empty return, make step on key, no text. Empty return, make step on key, no text. Windows still have open, dust on the frame. Footsteps down the hallway, oh, the sound the same. Our car waits too long, blink a phase out. Someone checks their watch, nothing works out. Neon spills on the floor, shoes crossed up the door. Your shadow passed the wall, didn't slow at all. Out you evening folds inward, street goes quiet. I stood where you stopped, didn't try it. Light dropped behind the black, left the sky unfinished. Nothing marked the ending, nothing said me mistake. Held on, let my step lands late. Someone hums behind me, gets the key roaming. Store lights shutting down, metal halfway lit by glass. I stand on the frame, then read it. Nothing furrows the tail, no sound behind the stack. The street keeps going like it never noticed. The block opens up, footsteps disappear.